Is it live?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to our GG Ghaziabad and Surat session. I am Muktasab Lok, founder and leader of GG Ghaziabad, and with me, I have Panna Gandhi, founder and leader of GEG Surat. And
Hi,
today,
everyone.
Today we have a very great session with us. And first of all, I would like to congratulate and welcome and announce our co-leader of GG Ghaziabad, Ms. Sumita Sodhi. She has joined GG Ghaziabad as the co-leader, and I welcome and congratulate her as a co-leader of GG Ghaziabad. So I once again congratulate her to join GG Ghaziabad, and now I invite Panna ma'am to speak about her achievements and little bit of this. Panna ma'am, please.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, Mukta ma'am and Sumedha ma'am. Congratulations, Sumedha ma'am, for joining our team. And I know it's a great way ahead to learn and grow with you as well, looking at your achievements. So, I would speak about Sumedha ma'am. Sumedha ma'am is a social science educator at Alcon International School, Delhi. She currently heads the social science department of classes 9th and 10th. She is a global citizenship education school coordinator working in collaboration with Global Citizenship Foundation in the domain of global citizen education for developing and advancing GCED pedagogy and practices. She is proficient in using tech tools in the classroom to maximize the learning experiences and has started her knowledge with the teacher community through a series of webinars. Wonderful experience, ma'am. She is a certified global career counselor by UCLA Extension, which is a continuing education institution within the prestigious University of California, Los Angeles. Wow. She is passionate about engaging students in authentic activities, incorporating restorative practices, and leveraging technology to empower students. She is the recipient of Global Teacher Award 2020. Congrats, ma'am. Asian
Thank you.
Educator Award 2020. She has presented her expertise with global teaching community in Myriad global events like ISTE, SDG Virtual Playground, Global Make Day, DITSIT Summit, Buncee India Week, Google Educators Group Asia Pacific. She has a true passion for working with educators and students to encourage them to make the foster global connections. She is actively involved in global projects like Climate Action Project, Tech SDGs Project, Goals Project, Digital Impact Project, and is an SDG Cowpel ambassador, Tech SDGs ambassador. She is a Buncee ambassador as well, Nearpod certified educator, Wakelet ambassador, Adobe empowered educator, Flipgrid certified educator, Quiz Game Change certified, Seesaw pioneer, Google certified level 1. She is the host to her podcast channel, the Edu Rockstar Talk podcast. Ma'am, looking at your achievements and a wonderful journey, we are very delighted to have you with us in our team. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Panna ma'am, for such a warm welcome. And thank you so much, Mukta ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to present the GG Ghaziabad community. I'm really delightful that I'm part of this community of mentors, and I'm going to share my learning with the group of educators under Google Educators Group. It is a great honor, and I am really touched by your welcome note. Thank you, Panna ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
I, from my bottom of my heart, welcome you. And we hope, Panna ma'am, and I hope that our GG Ghaziabad and Surat will flourish with your achievements. And you will give your acknowledgements and your learnings to our educators. So, friends, today's session will be co-leaded by Sumita ma'am only, and she is telling us about a very interesting tool that is Buncee. So over to you, ma'am, and we'll be backstage and we'll join you whenever you'll need it. Okay, stage is yours, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mukta ma'am. Dear audience, I welcome you all from the bottom of my heart that you have taken out some precious time today to spend towards your own professional learning development, which is very, very important these days. And today we are going to cover a very innovative edtech tool which is called Buncee. So when I heard Buncee name for the first time, even I was amazed that what is this edtech tool Buncee? Because in India, Buncee is something which is a musical instrument used by Lord Krishna. So this is how we know what is Buncee. And in Indian community, there are many people also whose name are Buncee. So Buncee was a very fascinating name for me. But slowly and gradually, when I started to explore this name, I came to know that how Lord Krishna Buncee creates some magic everywhere when we listen to the flute. Similarly, this excellent edtech tool can create a magic in your classroom, especially when you are teaching remotely or in a hybrid mode, or when you have to deliver the synchronous assignments for your student or asynchronous assignment. Buncee is a great tool. So that is why we have chosen this edtech tool to discuss with you today and give the demo of this tool so that you can also incorporate this tool in your teaching pedagogy and make remote learning engaging. So what we are going to learn today is we will learn about what is Buncee and what are the features that can be explored, how we can collaborate with the class discussions and use a special feature which is called Buncee board. And you can also create your own Buncee classroom. The way you create class in Google Classroom, you can also create a classroom inside Buncee platform. There is a library of resources which is available for the educator, in which all the worksheets, assignments, and repository is created by the educators around the world, and that is known by the name of Ideas Lab. So, like every app, every edtech tool have a library of its resources. Here in Buncee, we call it as Ideas Lab. And also, I will show you some use cases that how you can use Buncee in your classroom. So let us start the session without any ado. First of all, I would like to cover what is Buncee. So I think words will be less to say. What is Buncee? This is one tool and endless possibilities. This is clear from this presentation, which you all can see on your screen, because this is made on Buncee only. So to define Buncee, it is about filling your presentations with creativity. It's an easy interface which even children are using at very young age. And the final product that you get is deeply engaging for the audience that they can't look away from the screen. And this must be happening with you right now. And why, as teachers, educators, we have to use Buncee? So there are multiple reasons, and here you can see I have summed up 20 reasons why you can use Buncee and in what ways you can use Buncee. You can do digital storytelling with Buncee. You can adopt techniques like blended learning, research presentations, flipped learning, visual marketing. You can create your own lesson plans. You can plan your ASL activities. You can plan reviews, test reviews, and you can also make invitation cards using this Buncee platform and much more. So, Buncee is a very engaging tool for the students because it helps us to collect the reflections of the student with the help of audio visual recording. You can plan some book talks with the student. You can plan your own tutorial because it has an embedded feature where you can record your video and you can record your audio inside the presentation. You can do read aloud day with your students. So today we are going to explore how you can do these multiple things with one tool, and it has an integration with the already existing learning management systems, like it has an integration with OneNote, it has an integration with Microsoft Teams, and also it is integrated with Google Classroom. And also you can award various digital badges to your students for every Buncee presentation that you create or your students create. They will earn lot of digital badges which earn as an intrinsic motivation for you and for your students, which you can flag out. So these are the different features which you can incorporate in a Buncee presentation. You can add text, you can add shapes, you can draw something in a Buncee presentation, you can add animation, sticker, emojis, Khan Academy or other YouTube videos. You can upload your own slides. You can upload your own images, PDFs, record videos, take photograph, add some FRQ, which stand for free response questions, MCQs, which stands for multiple choice question, and you can also embed the QR codes. So, how and why the Buncee are being used in the classroom? First, I would like to show you some use cases where I have used Buncee in my social science classroom. So you can use Buncee for creating your own posters or creatives like we do on other apps like Canva or Google Slide or Microsoft PPT. So Buncee is also a great tool where you can create your own posters and creatives for your school functions or for your upcoming webinars. You can also organize your Twitter chat using Buncee platform. It gives you a lot of beautiful templates where you can prepare your questions for the Twitter chats also. And similarly, you can plan student activities. This is also a use case which every teacher looks for. So this is one activity I would like to give you an example, that once I was teaching agriculture to my class 10 student, and I found this beautiful template inside Buncee library, that is Ideas Lab, wherein this activity required the students to cook something. And then, after cooking the recipe, they have to give the entire explanation of what they cooked and the ingredients that they used. They have to research, they have to do a web quest and find out which ingredient requires how much temperature, how much rainfall, how much sunlight, which type of soil. So instead of me telling these concepts to my student, they researched it themselves and then they embedded the entire information in this Buncee presentation, which they submitted as a project based learning assignment. This is second example. This is also one of the templates available in the Buncee library, where the open-ended question is given to the child to explore and answer what will the world look like in 100 years. And in this particular project, the child was supposed to create a scene using the Buncee stickers, drawing, animation, or any other thing that visual aid the child has to create. So this is one sample which was created by my student. And in the next slide, the student has recorded his video answering that what his ideas on how the world will look like after 100 years. Another use case, sorry, I have a bad throat today. So another example of a social science Buncee use that I would like to show is that I was teaching French Revolution to my students in class ninth, and they were getting little bored reading the chapter from history book. So after reading the entire chapter, I wanted to do some Buncee magic in the classroom. I found this template in the Buncee library only, where the children were supposed to create a travel itinerary. So this passport template was there. The child has to add where the child has to go. The child has to customize the passport. Then the child has to customize the boarding pass where the child is traveling. So I planned one activity that now you have learned about French history. So let us do a field trip to France and do some research work and find out that what does today's France look like. So they found some videos on YouTube. They embedded their videos here in the Buncee presentation, that what are the top 10 tourist attractions in France. They created some kind of scenes. They recorded their videos sharing their presentations, what they learnt about France. So these are some of the use cases I wanted to show you before we actually jump onto the demo of how to use Buncee. I hope this has created a lot of curiosity in your mind, and all of you must be now waiting to jump on to the platform and try it on your own. So let us start. I would like every audience to please go to Google and type in their Buncee. And also, I request Mukta ma'am to share the link in the YouTube chat for everyone so that you can log in into the Buncee. I am the existing user of Buncee, so my dashboard has opened. But for all of you, I will just log out and show you how it will work. But I think my presentation will also stop working. So I will request the audience to click on the link or search for this address in your Google app.edu.buncee.com. And the first page that you will see will give you two words like we log in for the first time on any website. It shows us two buttons over here. One is login and other is sign up. So you all are, if you are first time user, you have to click on sign up. And if you are already existing user of Buncee, you have to click on login. Once you click on sign up, then you have to choose which ID to use to sign up to Buncee. You can use your Gmail ID, you can use your Microsoft ID, you can use your Apple ID. There are multiple ways to sign up in the Buncee platform. And once you sign up for Buncee, this is the dashboard which will open. So in this dashboard, you will see there are different icons. I will just explain the icons first so that you are familiar with the platform. So this is the place which we use to create classes in Buncee. This is the tab which shows me how many Buncee presentations I have created. This is the Buncee board feature where I can do some collaborative work with my students. And Buncee has integration with Microsoft Teams, so you can organize your Microsoft Teams meeting directly from Buncee also. This feature, this question mark, is a support feature. If you need any kind of support from Buncee team, you can use this question mark tab and type in your query. This is Ideas Lab, repository of Buncee assignments and worksheets and presentations and templates already available for the teachers to use. This feature helps you to create your own Buncee create feature. This is a notification window which gives you all the notifications of how many Buncee presentations you have made, how many assignments you have shared, how many digital badges you have earned. So these are the features we are going to explore today. Now let us jump on to the first thing, that how to create a Buncee. So there are two ways. Either you create Buncee from here. There are two versions of Buncee. The latest one is version 3.0, or you can use this plus button. Once you click on this plus button, this will give you a blank canvas to try on your creativity. So it is taking some time. It is loading on my screen. I think my internet connection is little slow today, so it is taking some time. So I hope all of you must have reached till here. If you have any questions, you can type in the chat. We will take up the questions. This is the first thing you have to do. You have to title your presentation. So I'm writing my presentation name as demo presentation. This is your canvas. And in your canvas, you have three features. The first feature is you can search already existing template. You can start with a template to complete your presentation. For example, you have got some urgent presentation to make. You have some function coming up in your school, in your organization, and you have been given a task to create a presentation. So there are various templates that you can use from Buncee library. Or if you want to start from scratch, you can go to background and choose a colorful background, already existing backgrounds in Buncee library. And if you click on this plus button, it gives you so many multiple features to add on. The one which I was explaining you in the slides also. You can add text, shapes, you can draw, add 3D pictures, animation, stickers, messages, emojis, web images, 360-degree images, YouTube channels. It has an integration with various YouTube channels like Khan Academy, TED videos, NASA videos, National Geographic videos. So various educational channels have integration with Buncee. You can upload something from your desktop, import the URL, that is, you can copy the link address of images and simply put the link over here instead of first downloading the images in on your desktop and then putting up over here. You can record your own videos, take photograph of yourself and embed it into the presentation. You can add free response questions, multiple choice questions, and you can generate a QR code also of your presentation to share with your students. That will be another innovative way of sharing an assignment with your students. So let us explore the first feature, template. If I click here, what will happen? So Buncee has almost 25,000 templates that you can use depending upon what kind of presentation you want to create. Are you looking for creating some kind of story template? If you want to create some assignments, you want to create some kind of educational worksheet, you want to create some activity. This is a poster on World Teachers Day, which has recently passed. So there are different activities which you can create and you can simply pick up. You can do some social emotional learning activities. There are various templates. So I'm showing you all the templates which are available. Even for the work education teachers, there are assignments and worksheet. This is a music portfolio worksheet, physical education portfolio for the sports teacher, science portfolio, social science portfolio. So children can make their own digital portfolio. So let us try this digital portfolio template. For example, you want students to create a digital portfolio of themselves. So this template have already 4 pre-made slides. I can preview what these slides are talking about. And if I like these slides, I can simply click on use this template. So this template is getting copied and now this presentation is ready for me. My demo presentation is ready. The first slide is writing portfolio. The second one is showing where the child instructions are already added. The child has to insert the project name here. Here the child is going to describe the project, add photographs over here of the project. Here also the child is going to do the same thing and in the third slide also. So this is how you can choose any template and make that template your own presentation simply by clicking on insert template or use template. Now let me show you how to create a blank presentation from scratch. Template I have already told you. Let us go to the background feature. If I don't want to use any template, I can click on background. So there are different backgrounds. You can use colorful background, which are plain colored slides. You can upload your own background. You can see which backgrounds are trending right now. You can see backgrounds about me, background related to animals, background related to birthdays, books, business cards. You can see there are different options available. You can take background for making comic strips, design, education. So let us see what background are available for education. So these are all the backgrounds which you can choose from for creating a slide. You can create certificates like this for your students. If your students have done a beautiful work, so this is a ready to use template. You can after doing this project, you can add this achievement certificate for your students. So this is how you can use this feature. Now let me add something using the third feature, which was this plus button. So this plus button gives me so many feature. For writing something, I can use this feature of adding a text. So I can simply double click inside this text box and write general instructions for doing this project. So I can type in using the text feature, and once I select this, there is an option of changing the font style. So these are the different font styles available. I like this one. I can change the size by choosing the plus button or the minimize button, and I can fix it in the slide. So I have created some general instructions for my students. I want to create some slide. So this is the first feature. I want to add something more. So I can go to some, you can say, I can upload a document if I want. I can upload some animation, stickers, messages, emojis. Let me try adding some animation. I want that my slide should look little creative for the student, so I can add some animation. I can choose the different kind of Buncee man which are available. So this picture is known as a Buncee man, this mango-like creature that you see. It is the allegory of Buncee company, you can say. So these are so many Buncee animations. Let me add one. So I'm giving some general instructions and I'm writing instructions for my children, and I have added this emoji, or you can say a Buncee animation to make my slide look creative. Now, if I think this background is looking very plain, it is the white color is not looking good, I can choose this option, change background. So I simply click here and there are different kind of backgrounds which are available. I'm just scrolling down to show you the multiple backgrounds which are available. You can search backgrounds as per your creative presentation. So if I like this one, I have to click here and then simply this page or all pages. So I'm clicking on this page. So this has been added over here. I can reduce the size, I can increase the size, and again I will add text box to add some instruction for my students. So I can type in my instruction here. So for example, I have to say complete this project on climate change and find out the following. So I can give some instruction to the students. This is just a demo for all of you, that what students have to do, you have to give some instruction to the students. And you can move this instruction slide by dragging it as the first slide in this presentation before the child actually see the project template, where it's the child has to actually start writing. The first slide should be about the general instructions. So once your entire Buncee presentation, your assignment is ready, you have taken a template, you have given the instruction, and once the child completes, the child can create a auto-generated certificate also and get it signed from you as a hard copy or as a soft copy later on. And once you think that it is all ready, and now I want to allot this assignment to my students. So what we will do? We will go to the Buncee dashboard, and now we are going to utilize the classroom feature. So I'm going to click on classes. If any new class is going to come and I want to share this assignment with my new class, I will click on new class. Once I click on new class, I have to give a class name. So for example, I want to give this assignment to 9th A. Subject is optional, so I'm writing social science. Grade is we have also mentioned above, and I'm choosing grade 9, and I will simply click on create. So the name should be of minimum 3 characters. So let me write class 9A. And now, okay, what is the problem? These are two optional things, so I'm just leaving right now. There is some problem right now. The class is not created, but you have to type the class name over here. So maybe I write
Take some other
public.
name. I think these names you have already taken. That's why it's not showing. Take some other name, which are new.
Okay, maybe
Right.
that is
Yes.
the
Yes.
reason
Yes.
for that.
Yeah. It can be.
Okay, or maybe there is some
Hmm.
problem with the dashboard because I don't take ninth A, so that is why I have taken ninth A. So I am not able to create a class right now, but you can try it. Once you click on new class and fill this dashboard, you will be able to create a class for yourself. Let me refresh once and see and try once again. The other option, let me show you. See this, I will show you this class. I created this class, and once you enter the details, the name of the class, the grade, and the optional feature, this kind of window will appear, which will show you the name of the class and the code. So you have to tell your students that they have to go to the same website, the same link which you have used, app.edu.buncee.com. And for them, a feature will be flagging on the first page of Buncee. Are you a student? Put your student code. There, the student have to enter this code, which is reflecting here. And when the student will enter the code, this kind of dashboard you will be able to see where your student name will start reflecting. So this is my student name who have already entered. This is the data of one of the previous webinars that I have done. So your students will be able to enter in the domain in your class with the help of this class code. The instruction is also written here. Share the class code with students to join this class. So you don't have to enter the domains of your students. They will enter the Buncee classroom automatically using this class code. The way we give class code in other edtech tools like Quizzes, Quizlet, Edpuzzle, in the similar way, you just have to share this class code with student. When they log in into the Buncee website, it will ask, are you a student or a teacher? When they click on student, they are required to put the class code. And how you are going to share the assignment with the student, let me show you. Here is the list of students who are part of your classroom. And for assigning the assignment, you have to click on assignments, and then you will go to add assignment. You are going to add an assignment. You have to write a assignment title. So we can say we are doing a project on climate change. You can write a description here, project based learning, and you can give all the instructions which you are planning for the students. Here you have to choose the Buncee assignment which you want to assign. So once you click here, all your Buncee presentations will be visible that you have created. We created this one, and then we click on submit. So this has been added. I can fix up the start date and due date. So there is 1 week due date which is coming by default. All the students have to do this project. So these are the recipients, and then I have to click on submit. So once I submit this, it will be visible to my students that teacher has allotted a Buncee assignment to them in the class. And they will be able to copy that assignment and do the editing wherever required. They have to enter the project name, they have to enter the pictures, visuals, certificate. So everything will be completed by the students. It is still loading. I think my internet connection is little slow. That is why it is taking so much of time. So this is how you can do the Buncee assignments within the Buncee platform. The other way, if you don't want to create a class and you simply want to give it, so the other way is that you create a link of this presentation. So once you click on the share button, you have different options of sharing this Buncee presentation. You can do the settings first. You can switch on the button if you want other people to comment on your Buncee presentation. If you want other people to copy your presentation, you can switch on it. If you don't want people to copy your presentation and just they are able to see it, you can switch it off. If you don't want people to give comments on your presentation, you can switch it off. But if you want that your students should be able to comment on your presentation assignment, they should be able to copy it. Otherwise, how they will edit? So they have to be given a copyable presentation. The second step is you have to create a link of this presentation. So this is the link of this assignment that we have just created. I am copying it, and then wherever I want, I can simply share it. So if I want to share it with you right now, I will just put it in the chat box for all of you, and I request Mukta ma'am if she can show this message to everyone. They will be able to open this presentation right now and do some editing there. The other way to share the Buncee presentation is that you can share with the existing Buncee users by choosing your students from the classes, and by choosing the other Buncee users, your teachers. You can share it to Buncee board, which is a collaborative feature I'm going to cover. You can email this presentation by entering the email IDs. You can share your Buncee presentation on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, into the Google Classroom, Pinterest, LinkedIn, or on Microsoft Teams, because it has an integration with all these social media and the LMS system. Or the other way is you can download this Buncee presentation as a PDF and take out the printout for your students to be done in the classroom. Or you can simply click on any slide which you like to save as a PNG image. For example, you want to create a Google Slides. So you can make your beautiful templates in Buncee, then you can save them as images. Single slide will be saved. For example, I want this image to be used in the Google slide. So I will click here, and this image will get downloaded here as a PNG image. I can show you. So this PNG image I have created in Microsoft, this Buncee, and now I can use this PNG image in any presentation that I am creating, whether it is your Microsoft PPT or your Google Slides or Canva, anywhere you can share this, or you can simply take the printout and give it as a hard copy. Similarly, if I want to create some certificates for my students, I can take the Buncee template and I can simply download it, take the colored printout on a glossy sheet, and write the name of my students with my own handwriting to make it personalized, sign it, and then award it to my students for completing their project. So, this is the second feature I wanted to share. Now, let me show you how you can.
Sumita ma'am, just excuse me, please share the link in the chat box.
Yeah,
I've not received the link in the chat box actually. Just share it so that I can share it with the audience.
yeah, sure,
So,
ma'am.
mm,
So,
yeah.
I have shared it with you. Just
Uh,
see if you have received.
yeah. And ma'am, there is one question we have received, that is it available only on the laptop or desktop, or we have any mobile version of it also? So if you could
Buncee is
answer that.
available. Yeah, Buncee is available as an iOS app, but not as an Android app right now. So for the Android users, you cannot use Buncee as an app, but for the Apple users, iOS users can use Buncee as an mobile application, and other people have to use it on the system only,
Okay.
laptops and computer. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. You can continue. And participants, I have shared the link. If you wish to open it and work with Sumita, ma'am, you are most welcome to work.
Yeah,
Continue,
so
please.
that will be really great if you
Hmm.
work on this presentation, and then you can add these presentations for us in the Buncee board, and we all can collaborate and come under one platform. So this is the next feature I want to show you, that is the Buncee boards. So the way we make a classroom board, when we were physically present in the classroom, we used to give a task of creating display boards, inside display boards and outside display boards to our students to create. But during the pandemic time, this kind of collaborative work was not at all possible, where children can collaborate and see each other's work. But with Buncee, you can do this collaborative board activity with your student and make your remote learning fun. So what you can do is you can create some assignment for your students, and then you can create a new board for them. So I am creating a Buncee board. I will click on new board, and then it will give me a blank board which I have to name first. So I'm looking forward for my students to create their digital portfolios and add the beautiful work they have done or any creative activity they have learned during the pandemic. So I will give some instructions for my students. Add your achievements and make a digital portfolio highlighting your learnings. So even the teachers who are taking CBSE board, self-assessment and the peer assessment portfolios are necessary part of the CBSE evaluation. So you can give this task to your students to create their digital portfolios using Buncee template. And once you create a board with them, you just have to I put one sample. So here I am putting a sample Buncee. So I can choose a Buncee, which I have already created for my students. And I can add a Buncee presentation from my own portfolio. One sample Buncee presentation I have to choose, and I have to give it as a sample to my student. So I will choose it from here. Right now maybe my internet is slow, so it is taking some time, but it easily appear. I can choose up to 5 buncees to be added over here. Let me refresh my screen and try again. So I am adding a Buncee presentation. I can also put a URL. So just now I have copied the URL, so let me try. Yes, this demo presentation is getting added. It has 6 pages. I can view it, preview it, and this button, add this Buncee. Once I click here, this digital portfolio activity is getting added over here. Now I can invite my students through different methods. I can either share this with my students through my classroom, the Buncee classroom I have created, or I can give this link to my students. So again, I am copying this link and giving to all the audience who are present here to kindly put their digital Buncee portfolios later, not right now. If you are able to complete, it is fine, or else you can complete your digital portfolios and add your portfolios here later or during the weekend. So we will be able to see that whether you are able to use Buncee or not. In If you have any queries, you can ask us in the WhatsApp group or through different mode of communication. We are available on Facebook, we are available on Twitter, we are available on WhatsApp. You can join our WhatsApp community and get connected with us. So in this way, students will be able to share their beautiful work within the one platform. You will be able to save everything on cloud. So let me show you one example one of the digital this how I used one of the activity that I have done with my student is that we created lot of SDG activities, sustainable development goal board we created. The name of the digital board was be a SDG guardian, and this activity was given where people were invited to share what is sustainable development goal and what they are doing to become a SDG guardian. Then people across the world were invited to collaborate and share their Buncee presentations here in the Buncee board. So this is another feature of Buncee, which is very, very great to collaborate and do collaborative learning with students and teachers across the world. So I have explained you how to create a Buncee class, how to create a Buncee presentation, how to create a Buncee board. Now let me show you what is this repository of Buncee, which is called Ideas Lab. So I told you that Ideas Lab is a library of templates, worksheets and portfolios and work assignments already created by educators from around the world. This is called Ideas Lab. So there is an activity created by some teacher on create your classroom behavior poster, keep parents up to date with parent letter. There are various activities on learn how to manage stress. There is an activity on share what you know about an animal. So there are different templates and activities with instructions, pictures, background, ready to use activities for you to give to your students. And if you want to filter your search, you can use this feature. You can search the topic you are looking for. So there are activities related to arts. You can create certificates, bookmarks, interdisciplinary activities, English assignments, greeting cards, interdisciplinary project, maths project, physical education project, and much more. Similarly, you can, for example, if I am looking for some science projects, I will click on science here and then I will choose the class. I'm looking for some middle school project. So I will choose middle school and science. Right now it is not showing any projects. Yeah, now it is getting downloaded. So this is one of the project which is created by a teacher on exploring water density with summer science project. And I want to use this project as an activity with my students. Simply I have to click on create this, and this Buncee presentation will get copied into my dashboard. I can edit it and view it or close it. I want to edit it and customize it according to my classroom needs. So there are 4 slides which are already created. The first slide says place objects in water and see what sinks and float. The second page of the activity assignment is saying with the help of an adult, find 10 small waterproof projects and list them below. So the child will use the text option and complete this slide. In the third slide, the child has to do another activity. Put the objects, the 10 objects which the child has listed in the previous slide, put the objects one by one in a large container filled with water and then observe if the objects are sinking or floating. And then the child has to do some kind of research work and do some kind of experimentation. And in the last slide, the child have to record a response answering why do some objects sink in water and why do other object floats on water. And after completing the project, the child can simply share it with you in different ways, either as a link or as a PDF, or by copying it. The child can give you JPG images and then take the printout of the project and simply make a punched file and submit you. So this is how you can use different ideas lab feature which are given in the Buncee platform. There are so many templates given over here. There are templates on social emotional learning. Let me show you some maths activities. Generally, it happens that maths teachers are worried that edtech tools do not give us a lot of option. So here you can see there are practice solving equations, correct your mistake activities, create a class recipe book, multiplication, Christmas activity. So let us see what is this multiplication Christmas activity. So Christmas is coming, and those who are taking early childhood education, they can use this Buncee assignment and take the printout of this activity sheet. Let me make it full screen so that it is visible to you. So, using some Christmas symbol, this mathematics activity has been planned where the child has to do something like a Sudoku. So this will add lot of challenge in the classroom. The children will enjoy the festivities also, and simultaneously the child will learn the concepts of multiplication also. And you don't have to create anything, you just have to choose it, customize it according to your classroom need, and then simply you can add it into your Buncee dashboard. So this is how Buncee is one tool with endless possibilities. So from my side, it is over. Mukta ma'am and Panna ma'am, if we have any questions from the audience, we can take those questions up.
First of all, I would like to say that it was a really wonderful session. Like, we also learned many, many, many things from you, Sumita ma'am, and really rocked today, Gigi Ghaziabad. And I am very glad once again. I welcome you, and I'm very glad to have you as my co-leader. Yes. So, Pada ma'am, what do you want to say?
Yes, definitely, ma'am. I agree. We totally agree with your perspective and what you said about ma'am. Really a wonderful explanation, and I myself learned about Buncee. I had already started with Buncee. I enrolled myself in that, but never explored much about it. So it was just a dashboard with me, and then never explored further. But yes, after learning from you today, definitely I'll go ahead and do something with Bunsey more and more. So thank you very much, ma'am. It was really an
We are
amazing session.
getting so, yeah, we are getting so many like amazing, wonderful messages from the viewers. Amazing session, wonderful session, and I hope the viewers have learned a lot today.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mukta
Yes.
ma'am, and thank you so much, Panna ma'am, for your awesome words. It gives a lot of encouragement that whatever we are sharing with the teaching community, it is going to benefit them to improve their teaching pedagogy.
True,
Yeah,
true, ma'am.
definitely, definitely.
Pleasure,
We
pleasure.
are, yes, yes, yes. We are.
So
So,
we will be,
any
Mukta ma'am,
questions? Yeah.
we will be waiting for everyone's Bunsee presentation to be added in the Bunsee board.
Yes, yes, yes,
Sure,
yes,
sure. Yes, yes.
definitely. Definitely. Audience, please give your comments or your make something on the Bunsee, which we have already shared, which Subhita ma'am have made, and we love to hear from you. Any questions? If there are, we have 2 3 minutes, so you can post your
And
comments.
please
Yes, ma'am.
share your ideas or comments on our WhatsApp group. Also, get connected with us. If you want to learn something new, please give. You are open for suggestions and queries. We are always here to help you all. So please get
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah, definitely. I've already
Uh,
posted Gigi, Ghaziabad, and Surat's WhatsApp group link, so you
and
can
ma'am,
join
share the
us.
feedback link.
Yeah, definitely. I'll share the feedback link also. So I hope today's session is really wonderful. And
Yeah.
once again, thank you,
And the
ma'am.
amazing thing which I would like to say here about Bunsey was that it's a wonderful platform which is getting synchronized with teams and classroom and
Hmm.
everything. So anyone, anywhere can use this and do many new things for the teaching and learning community, and students would really enjoy it, making portfolios and all. It's really a wonderful app, which I feel that everyone should try at least once in their classroom.
Yeah, and ma'am, I feel that after becoming virtual schools, there is so much
Yes,
to save on our desktop that our desktops are becoming so heavy. So platforms
true,
like
true.
Google Drive and Bunsee has come to our rescue, where we can make our presentation and save it on cloud. And wherever we
Really
are,
great.
whether we are
Yes,
in
yes,
school or we are abroad or any other state, all our presentations are available to us. We don't have to delete the previous one to get the new
yes.
ones added.
Yeah,
And
definitely,
we can
definitely.
get connected actually, no matter everyone is talking about offline and online school and all, but I personally feel that this online platform has really helped students and teachers community to grow more, no matter it is not that much so like connected with the students because that touch feeling is not there, but then still there are a lot of things to explore and learn on the online platform also. So what do you say about that? Like how should it go in future? What is your perspective about that? Should it be blended thing of online and offline, or like it's just a
See, the
feeling which I would like?
technology which has boost up will not go
Yes,
down. Yes,
true,
Yeah.
true.
yes.
Now the
So,
children will not be able to learn from textbooks.
yeah,
True.
definitely,
Yeah.
That is what even I feel. And actually, this is
definitely.
more visual and more connected, so
Yeah.
that they
Hmm.
learn faster. Even because
Yeah.
obviously, we as teachers, we as educators know that visual aid is really more feasible for learning and more apt for learning.
Yes, ma'am. And definitely we are able to integrate universal learning design using these
Yes,
principles. Otherwise,
yes,
without using educational technology, it was very difficult to cater to all the kind of multiple learners in the classroom.
true,
We are
true, true.
only catering to the needs of learner who are academically good, but there
Yes,
are
Hmm.
many students in the classroom who are audio visual learners, those who learn from artwork. That is why what NEP talks about, the art integration
yes,
and competency
Yes,
based
yes,
learning,
definitely,
and
definitely.
yes.
all
That's
these
the reason
tools.
I just put
Yeah,
forward this question to you. Yeah,
yeah.
really.
So all these tools
Yeah.
will really help us achieve our target of
Yes, yes.
implementing the new education policy in a better way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes, the world has opened now. Like, it's a huge and wide platform for each and every educator community and as well as the students as well. So
Yes,
yeah.
definitely.
So any
Yeah.
questions, ma'am, in the chat?
No, they are just happy with the presentations and all that. So we'll be
Yes,
sharing the attendance link through email in our groups. So
yes,
and thanks everyone for joining us, and more of great sessions we will be bringing for you in the coming weeks. Gigi, Gazabad, and Surat. Bye bye for now.
definitely.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
bye,
Thank you for
ma'am. Bye,
joining
Mukta, ma'am.
us.
Thank you, everyone.